Good morning. Thanks for joining me this morning. I know it's rough to get up on a Saturday morning this early and to do something specific. Thank you for showing up. That's all we have to do for meditation. We just have to show up. And then a couple of things like finding our seat. Today I'm sitting in Seiza pose. I'm sitting on a block, and I find that this block gives me stability for my spine. Everything starts from the roots up. So let's find a seat. Find where you can sit comfortably. You may sit like this. Sometimes this is not for everyone, but my hips are a little tight this morning, so this helps my hips acclimate a little more easily. You can sit with your knees open, your ankles crossed, or your feet one in front of the other. You can sit on a chair. You can sit with your legs in front of you if your knees don't want to bend this morning. So find a comfortable seat. If you're sitting on a seat, sit away from the back edge of the seat, toward the front of the seat, so you can be on the front of your sit bones. And if you're sitting on a block like me, it doesn't hurt to just kind of pull the flesh back behind your sit bones so you're tipping slightly forward, and then your spine follows suit. If you're in bed, sit up and put pillows behind your back so you can sit up as tall as you can. Once we've found our seat, let's find our posture from the ground up. So we've got the spine coming up into its curves, and then we'll place the hands. We can help the shoulders. If we let the elbows be heavy, it helps hold the shoulders back, in a sense, in gravity without having to force a rigidness, because that takes a lot of concentration and effort, and we want to put our concentration and effort on staying present. If I slide my hands back, I can kind of feel where my elbows land in conjunction, shoulders, elbows, hips. We want that to stack easily. And then the mudra, the hand gesture of calm abiding with the palms down. If you are very, very sleepy this morning, there's another mudra where you can take your hands and stack them, one hand on top of the other, and then lightly touching the thumbs. My teacher Cindy says to tuck the fingertips of one hand into the roots of the finger of the other hand, and then a hair's distance between the thumbs. This is a mudra, a hand placement, that's good if you're sleepy because it requires a little more concentration on what you're doing. So find which mudra helps you this morning. Lift your head, almost like you're just elevating it slightly to put a little bit of space in your cervical spine, and keeping your chin level to the floor. Take your eyes forward and down. Now, when your eyes are open in meditation, it's okay to blink. You don't have to concentrate strongly to hold your gaze there, but you're just kind of taking in the widest breadth of what you can see there. I wear contacts. I have to blink a lot. It's okay. And if you find your eyes are dry, it's okay to close your eyes for a few moments, re-moisten your eyes, and then open again. And of course, it's fine to meditate with your eyes closed, but in the tradition of shamatha meditation, which I practice and teach, the eyes are open because meditation is the process of becoming awake. If we can get to a point where we're awake most of our day, life is really good. But most of our day is spent in our heads, and we get caught up in thoughts that take us back into the past, where we analyze and we judge and we chew on things over and over and over again. Or we're projecting ahead into fantasies of what we think the future will be like. We plan, we fantasize, but that's not the present moment. It's not being awake where we are right now and taking in the finer details of what's here. So we see with our eyes open, we're awake to that. We feel the temperature of the air on our skin. We feel the atmosphere around us. We feel our connection to the floor. We hear the sounds that are rising and falling in our atmosphere, our environment here. We might take in the smells, the scents of anything that's here for us as well. You might have the taste in your mouth of the coffee you had before you sat, or your toothpaste. These are all things that are here right now, and these are anchors for our awareness. These are things we can be awake to as we're meditating this morning. Now the practice is to come back, to awaken, and replace our awareness right here on these things that anchor us here. And as we anchor ourselves here, we learn to not mind anything that's here. So we become open and receptive. We become familiar with what's here by observation. And if we can resist the urge to jump back into the past or to zoom into the future, when we're awake to something, we learn more about it. Anything can happen in the arc of this experience. So today we'll do a little longer meditation than we did yesterday. Yesterday we spent some time on our posture, but today let's find that posture again, refresh it, and remember, as you're sitting, you can refresh your posture because that's an awakening to what's here as well. And if you're getting fatigued, remember you can turn your spine slowly in either direction. If your feet fall asleep, you can gently move your feet, but try to do these movements in a very skillful, mindful way so we're not upregulating the nervous system. And when we do that, when we do it too suddenly, it thinks about fight or flight and it sends us back into the past or projecting into the future. So try to keep it chilled and mindful. Now, I brought my singing bowl with me today, so as you find your posture, as you find the direction of your eyes forward and down, as you take a deep breath in and gather all of your awareness and then exhale it down through the column of your spine, I'll ring this bowl to remind us that we're starting, and then I'll ring it again when it's time for us to wrap it up. So take another deep breath in, gather all the threads of your awareness. Big audible exhale as you take this down through your column of your spine. And then relaxing into your natural breath, place your awareness in the rings of your nostrils, aware and attentive to the in and out flow of your breath, awakened to this moment. in something that's not here. The moment you acknowledge that, you're awake and you bring your awareness back to your breath. Gently deepen your breath. Maybe wiggle fingers, toes. If you need to move your legs, do that. Take a moment to feel where you are right now. Sleep is always so close to us. It's like this little veil in front of us, and we slip over into the other side. But when we realize we're going in that direction, we can wake up and bring ourselves back to being awake in the moment. I hope you can practice this off of your cushion today. And happy Halloween. Just to let you know, these sessions are being recorded and I am putting them on the website. There is a page for them, and if you go to the home menu and drop down, it will have the link for you there. And I'm also putting them on YouTube, and I think the YouTube page is a great place for you to put questions and comments and anything you would like me to address in our sessions. I don't think it's as easy on our website. So if you go to YouTube and search Andrea Dyer, you will find my channel, and I have lots of free yoga on there, plus these meditations. Thank you for getting up and becoming awake with me this morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We have a time change. Don't forget to set your alarm. You're going to get here a little early. We get an extra hour of sleep tonight. Thanks for being here. Let's bring our hands together and dedicate the merits of our practice today to those who may need it. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be parted from freedom's true joy. May all beings dwell in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Let's bow together. Thanks for being here. Namaste.